Well, it has been another big day here in Wedderburn, and Council had a very productive Council meeting this week. We discussed a lot of key decisions that Council deliberated over throughout the course of today's meeting. One very important topic was the Murray-Darling Basin Plan review, where Council will be putting a submission forward on Loddon residents' behalf around those concerns that we've been advocating and arguing for our rural irrigation communities for a number of years now. Things like saying no to open market water buybacks. That is reflected through both the Loddon Shire submission and the Murray River Group of Council submission. So those are publicly facing documents. They're attached to our meeting agenda pack, so the community can read those and they can see exactly what we've put in those submissions moving forward. We've also put out the draft fees and charges document for community feedback, so we do ask if any community members would like to present some feedback, please follow the links in this video or on the council website and put some feedback forward in regards to fees and charges as we move forward, and we'll be adopting those mid-year when we adopt our budget. We'd like to thank all of the feedback provided so far on those budget parameters. We've had that open consultation and we've had the feedback. We deliberated over that in our council meeting, and we really thank those community members that have put those feedback through. One thing I want to touch on now before I finish on a positive is over the weekend there was some vandalism of our council chamber. There was windows smashed along the front of our council chamber, and that's very, very disappointing. There's an active investigation via the Wedderburn police, but I wanted to reiterate that this is not great behaviour from our community. This isn't tolerated. This is downright vandalism, and this is a real breach on what is a sacred community building, being the Loddon Shire Council Chamber. So I just wanted to vent my disappointment and frustrations that the individuals chose to vandalise our council chamber, and the law will catch up with you. Now I want to finish on a positive note. Over the last weekend, we celebrated Anzac Day with all of our communities around Loddon Shire. We celebrated Anzac Day with the rest of Australia, and I'd like to thank all of those community groups that put on an Anzac Day service and had the chance to really come together as a community and remember all of those servicemen and women that laid down the ultimate sacrifice in wars past, but also fighting for our freedoms to this present day. We thank you all. It was a great honour to be at Anzac Day services across the Shire. I know they were very, very well attended. I would like to thank our rest of our council laws and even council staff that participated and were represented on that day, on our sacred day of Anzac Day, but in the realm of supporting and representing Loddon Shire. We thank you all for that participation, but we do really thank all of the servicemen and women for your ultimate sacrifice and your dedication to our freedoms that we enjoy here in Australia. And on a very, very positive note, this week we conferred a new citizenship ceremony. So we'd really like to congratulate Aileen on becoming a new Australian citizen, and I know you've been here for a long time already, Aileen, but thank you for being part of Loddon Shire. I'm going to leave that on that positive note. A lot happening, a lot of positivity happening, a little bit of an update, and we will meet up again next week and we'll bring some more updates from another great location across Loddon Shire.